with a Midwest flair, then you have to try Luke's Chicago. The Windy City is known for their Italian beef, but that is not your thing. Luke's Chicago has so much more.
Jason Amadori, owner of Luke's Chicago, is going to talk with about some menu favorites. I don't know. I'm trying to do it.
I was going to just say, you were totally doing it with like an accent that should be in Chicago.
It was good. I got some New York and Philly accents, you know,
right.
for customers, so it works out.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks for being with us.
Yeah, thank
How
you.
long has Luke's been in Tucson?
Well, we've been in Tucson since '79.
Wow.
We originated in Chicago since '63, and even before that, other family members have been in business in Chicago since the '40s.
Wow.
So we know Chicago food. Yeah. So.
And it even smells in here like
Yes.
Chicago. Like if you've ever been to Chicago, the aroma is Chicago. But you have brought with us a ton of sandwiches.
Yes, so I brought up a lineup of our sandwiches over here. One of our most famous sandwiches is our Italian beef. We cook this, slice this fresh every day in-house. Now, just for Tucsonans, what they don't understand is we make an au jus sauce here. You know, they think, oh, it's grease, but it's actually just au jus. It's 90% water. And I'm going to show you. When you pick this up, this is how you eat a Chicago sandwich. It's dripping full of juice.
Yes.
Okay? That's what it's all about. This is just American cooking here, but from Chicago. You dig in, get into the flavors. Don't be afraid of it. If you come in, you wear a bib, we won't point at you and make fun.
Right. It's natural.
Yes.
Normal.
Just get into this. You don't need chopsticks or a fork to eat this.
Right.
Just tear it apart. Next, we have here a pastrami sandwich. It's probably some of the best pastrami you're going to find in Tucson. I get people all the time coming to the store. Hey, I'm from Philly. I'm from New York. I know a good pastrami. And I said, this is your pastrami right here. And then you know what they say? This is the best pastrami I had in 4 years. So I'm telling you, you want a pastrami, come to Luke's.
Okay.
Next, if you have any kind of gluten intolerance or you just want to diet, we take our homemade Italian beef, cooked and sliced fresh every day in-house. We put it on a bed of romaine lettuce, some roasted bell peppers, and that's yours right there. Now, I know I'm going to get a call from my parents later. What? You showcased a salad? What's the matter with you? So, but, I'll have to deal with that later. All right?
We're not held responsible.
Yeah, no, you guys are good. So, and then next, we have here a hamburger. A lot of people don't know, but we've been making burgers for about 40 years. We actually just had a write-up in the Caliente. We were in there with the big boys, Lindy's, Monkey Burger. We have a great burger. Next, our Chicago dogs, 100% pure beef dog, okay? Now, a lot of people come in the store and say, what is this green relish right here? I like to tell them that's kryptonite. Because after you have this basket of dog and fries, it's going to drain the energy out of you. You're going to need a nap. So that's our lineup that I brought. Now, what I'm cooking for you guys right now is a ribeye steak sandwich here.
Sounds good.
And I'm just browning the mushrooms and the onions. You guys have an electric oven, so you guys don't make it easy on me over here.
No, we love to challenge our guests.
Yeah, you don't want to bring in a rural kitchen, but, I understand you're limited. So what we take is we take a ribeye steak, it's got some marbleization. That's where, have you ever heard that phrase, the flavor is where the fat is?
Yes.
Well, it certainly is true. And people, they don't like the fat, but hey, it's what makes food good.
Right. It's just like butter. I don't want you to use butter, but then you lose the flavor when you don't use butter.
You know what? My grandfather, he told me when he was a kid they used to use lard for the bread. I mean,
oh, my gosh. Well, and tortillas. Here, in southern Arizona, it's lard. Jason, I don't think your dad's going to be upset with anything that you do because he has a big birthday coming up.
Yes, he does. I want to say happy birthday to Luke, my father. I'll tell you what, he is the hardest working guy I know, dedicated, tough as nails. He turns 80 years old next month.
And he's still running one of the shops.
He still runs one of the shops, believe it or not. This guy works harder than some 20-year-olds in the shop.
Oh, I'm sure.
Happy birthday to him. We love you, and thank you for everything.
Happy birthday, Luke.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Luke. And we can't wait to taste your sandwich.
Yeah.
And then, another thing is, what I want to announce is I'm here. There's a lot of Lukes in town, okay?
Okay.
And they're all kind of individually owned by different family members, brothers, sisters. But the thing with our store, the one that I particularly own, is on Speedway. Speedway in Tucson Boulevard, next to U of A. And it's our 2nd-year anniversary.
Oh, great. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a wonderful
wonderful location.
Yeah, I really like it. You know, I mean, a lot of people will probably remember it. It used to be a Viva Burrito back in the day.
Yes.
Okay, so we're next to the FedEx, and we have a drive-through.
I just saw it recently. You've got flags out. You know, it looks like you're having a celebration.
Yeah, and that's why. It's our 2-year anniversary. So now our bread here is locally made. Okay, we get a lot of people from Chicago. They come in, they say, well, what about Ganella bread? Ganella bread's great, but we can't get it in Tucson unless you want it frozen.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Frozen bread isn't the same.
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm doing here is we have a local baker. He makes it fresh every day for us. I'm telling you, I was just in Wisconsin, where we were talking about, in Chicago just a few days ago. And I'm telling you, it competes with the Ganella breads out there. Now, this is a ribeye steak. This is our version of like a Philly cheesesteak right here.
So we have to quickly try this, but you had onions in there?
Onions, mushrooms, provolone cheese. We put it on a toasted garlic bread.
Yeah, it looks good.
You try that.
Okay, because you have to tell.
Jason, thank you very much for your time this morning. We are excited to try it. And have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I had a good time. Thank you.
And right now, when you mention the morning blend at the shop, you can get free French fries or a drink. Actually, it's or a drink with a purchase. I was excited because
she's giving
free
away
French
the
fries.
house.
I know. I was like, just take it all. No. When you mention the morning blend, you get a free French fry or a drink with a purchase. To learn more about Luke's, you can call 795-6060 or go online to chicagolukes.com. Again, that number is 795-6060 or chicagolukes.com.
Delicioso.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Jason. And stay where you are. The morning blend will be right back.